The Rams are sending Jared Verse, who, by the way, is from Dayton, Ohio, to the Cleveland Browns. The Rams get Myles Garrett, whose girlfriend is she's an actress? She's a
Olympian.
Oh, gold medal Olympian, lives in Los Angeles. So Myles Garrett loves leaving Cleveland to come to L.A. For the record, Myles Garrett, shockingly, is only 30 years old. Verse is already 25, which is just, it seems like Garrett's been in the league forever. He is right now in the middle of his peak years. He is, and I've said this 10 times on this show, take out Lawrence Taylor, that's the best rush edge I've ever seen in my life. Myles Garrett, Lawrence Taylor's the best I've ever seen. He's second best. There are 3 or 4 players in my lifetime on the defensive line that have been different. Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett. I think he's just different. Now, I love Max Crosby. There's been another 5 or 6 guys that are Von Miller, a couple years in his prime. Myles Garrett, to me, is worth making this move. You give up a first rounder and Jared Verse. Now, the other thing to remember is that when the Rams took a quarterback, everybody was like, whoa. Well, now you see why, because they've been in discussions with Cleveland with Myles Garrett. They wanted to get the quarterback done because now they don't have a first-round pick next year. So the Rams do not have, in a quarterback-heavy draft next year, they don't have a first-round pick. Let me ask you, do you think it's worth it to draft Ty Simpson now and have Ty Simpson in-house for a year or 2 with Matt Stafford?
Well, you realize you could have just kept that first-round pick, or you could have structured the trade differently and ended up with Jared Verse and Myles Garrett. Would that have helped? I think so. Anyone who says you can't make that work, of course you can. But no, this continues to be the Los Angeles Rams going absolutely all in. This is what I keep easier to understand what it means right now. Because you're losing a player like Jared Verse, who I thought the Rams loved. But now they're saying, we'll take Myles Garrett over Jared Verse. See you. So it's a fascinating move, and I look forward to seeing how others unpack it. I've said this a million times. I will praise and give all the credit in the world to teams that take big swings and go after it. The 3 teams that have taken big swings again and again are the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Rams. They're the ones that win. They're the ones that are consistently great, consistently competitive, and consistently there. That's just the way it works. Honestly, I look at other teams and think, shame on you for not making it happen. This is what I said about the Rams and Davante Adams, shame on you. You could have had him for $20 something million. Don't tell me you can't afford that. Shame on you. I always point out, they traded for Von Miller. They went out and got OBJ. These are the moves you need to make. This offseason, I had a whole video over the weekend saying no team should feel more confident than the Rams. People say that's disrespectful. No, it's not. Look at the moves they're making. That doesn't mean they're guaranteed to win at all. This is football, this is the real world. But you have to absolutely love the moves the Rams are making. Love them. You have to love it. Your confidence in them has to be through the roof. Before I go any further, Rams fans, please don't forget to subscribe and watch the full video. When you do that, views go through the roof, subscribers go through the roof. It's not about chasing either. It's about being able to create Rams content that people genuinely want to watch and discuss, so we can keep having the most honest, grounded, genuine conversations about this team. It really makes a huge difference, and I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, this move is huge, obviously. Massive, massive, massive. Again, the Jared Verse part is the trickiest aspect, but you do get a guaranteed upgrade. People always think other players can take away from each other, or you have to move someone to a different position. I'm a firm believer in just bringing in the talent. I'd always rather have all the talent and trust my coaching staff to make it work. I really like Jared Verse, but if you're doing a one-to-one comparison of who's ready right now to have the biggest impact, obviously it's Myles Garrett. So this is just another move to upgrade the defense even more. Their offense is there, their defense is there. I mean, come on. Who's stopping this? Who's stopping this right now? You know how we always see that meme where it's a joke, 5 players who are clearly not good, and it says, who's stopping this starting 5? And the answer is always injuries or fast food, some kind of joke. That's what this feels like now. Except it's not a joke. Who's stopping this team right now? When I said injuries before, I did. And even realize I was setting myself up. That's the only thing that could stop this team right now, injuries. Look at what other team has made this many moves. What other team was this close? Think of it like this. I think the Bills will be great. I think the Ravens will be great. We can name all these teams that will be better and competitive. The Chiefs bounce back. Sure, great. Definitely. What other team was this close to winning it all and has made even more improvements? I said this during the draft or right after, I forget, maybe even during free agency. Listen, all teams have different starting points. Let's say you have to get to 100 points to win a Super Bowl. Some teams make huge moves but start at 10. They have an unbelievable offseason, arguably the best, but now they're at 60. Another team can have a great offseason but only have to go up 10 notches, they're at 90. They just need to find a way to get another 10 points, and boom, they're at 100. I used the Raiders as a reference point for that, and even the Titans. From my viewpoint, the Rams were at like 97 or 98 last year. They just needed 2 more points. Yet they somehow managed to make moves that gave them a plus 50. They somehow managed to make as many moves as if they were a terrible team that needed a full rebuild and to go all in. They somehow managed to do all this, and it's just impressive to see. Impressive to witness. This is the absolute bona fide Super Bowl or bust team. Anything short of winning it all would be one of the biggest tragedies, one of the biggest failures in all of sports, and one of the biggest representations of just how brutally hard it is to win a Super Bowl. If you think other teams in the past have been stacked, the Rams are as stacked as you can possibly get. They have monsters everywhere on the field. Someone made a comment like that before this trade and said, yeah, but what about special teams? I don't know. So you need everything absolutely perfect? You need 100 out of 100 at every single position? If that's the case, I don't know what to tell you. But this team is absolutely stacked. The absolute definition of stacked and experienced. Even if you wanted to say the Eagles were stacked in the past, you were relying on rookies like Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, or a player playing above himself like Bond who never even played the position he was playing, or Saquon Barkley who never was able to carry a team in years past. You were relying on a brand new center, a quarterback people don't really like. You were relying on those things. That is not the case for the Rams. They are stacked and experienced and have ready-made players at every position. So yeah, this is going to be absolutely, positively fascinating. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you all think about Myles Garrett being traded to Los Angeles? Remember, they said, we're not trading Myles Garrett. We're just restructuring his deal. Then Garrett wasn't showing up to anything, and they said, no, it's nothing. Let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment. Whether you agree with me or disagree, let's get into discussions, get into fights, but ultimately let's just have some fun. Please consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love seeing you be part of it. I want to build something we all genuinely feel connected to, something we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, it really helps with visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.